Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome inside the Shield Center here today on the campus of North Dakota State University, where it's Game 2 of the Region 1A Boys quarterfinals, featuring the 2 seed of the Kindred Vikings against the 7 seed of the Valley City Highlanders. And this is our pregame show brought to you in part by iRe Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at iRe Insurance. Go online to ireins.com. Earlier today, Northern Cass with a win over Wahpeton, 52-49. We'll break that down. We'll dive into the series matchup. That and more is still to come between the Kindred Vikings, who sit at 15-6 on the season, against the 3-17 Highlanders when we return.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
you need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Are Peterson Farm seed reps real-life seed heroes? Well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed. We're that kind of seed company.
New Solid Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yield and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As we dive into the matchup a little bit more here between the Vikings and alongside the Valley City Highlanders. For Kindred, they're looking for their third consecutive year to make the semifinals. The only difference is the last 2 years, they automatically got there as they won the regular season championship and earned a bye into the semis. So this is the first time that they have played in the quarterfinals here as a 1 seed in the 3-division system. For the Vikings, 25-1 last year, 25-1 2 years ago. They are the champs here of State A until someone knocks them off from the Kindred perspective. On the opposite side here when it comes to the Valley City Highlanders, Jim McDaniel with the mark of 3-17. 2 years ago, 9-13, lost in this very round to Northern Cass by 9 in the Region 1 quarters, and they went 14-12 2 years ago, making it all the way to state and making it to 5th place and finishing as the consolation champs 2 years ago. A note here for Kindred, there's going to be no Brooks Baco on the court. The 6'6 junior guard has 1,212 career points, averaging 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists per contest here for head coach Brad Wales' club. So with no Brooks Crockett, we'll see how the Kindred Vikings can function and operate as they did a little bit throughout the end of the regular season. But what's the modifies and the tweaks between these two teams as they last played on February the 27th in Kindred, in which the Vikings won 72-54 over the Valley City Highlanders. Since the inception of the 3-division system, Kindred a perfect 6-0 against Valley City, beating them twice during the regular season here this year. We'll take a break. When we come back, some of the players to watch, your out-of-town scoreboard, that and more ahead of the starting lineups in the opening tip today on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com. Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
High school basketball here continues on YourLiveEvent.com as we take a look at some of the updates from across the state of North Dakota here today in terms of some brackets that have gone final for earlier quarterfinal round matchups. 4 wins Minnewacan, the 1 seed all over Harvey Wells County, and the 4 seed up in Region 2A, Devils Lake all over Thompson. 4 wins Devils Lake in the Region 2A semifinals tomorrow. In the Region 1A semifinals tomorrow, it's Central Castle and Wahpeton in one of the 2 semis. Region 3 will feature Turtle Mountain and Rugby after Rugby got by Stanley, so the Braves will go up against the Panthers in Region 3A. In Region 4A, it'll be Beulah and Hazen. The Coal Bowl here in 4A up at Dickinson Trinity after Beulah defeated Standing Rock and Hazen over Killdeer. In the Region 1B tournament out in Valley City, it's been a District 2 sweep so far. Kidder County defeats Oaks by 5 and EKM all over Sargent County 51-28. We have audio-only broadcasts a little bit later on with Linton HMB, Weimar Lindwood, and Hankinson and Medina Pinger Buchanan as well in Region 1B. Region 2A, we have you covered for video coverage with Grafton Carrington and Hillsborough Central Valley, Mayport CG a little bit later on here tonight. Taking a look at some of the players to watch out for the Valley City Highlanders, Mike Madsen is returning as an all-region selection. The 6'1 senior with 21 points and 4 rebounds here for the Highlanders. Then on the inside, Jack Dieterle nearly averaging a double-double at 9 points and 9 rebounds per contest when it comes to Valley City. Well, for the Kindred Vikings, again, the last 2 years just in this region, it's been a couple of players who have been all-region selection with Brooks Bacco in 2024 and in 2025 as well. So no Brooks Bacco here for the Kindred Vikings. So from there, who's going to be the leading scorer? Eli Mack averaging 14 points per contest. Gabe Whipple at 11 points per game. And then from there, it's Gabe Iverson, the senior, at 8 points per contest here for the Kindred Vikings. The Vikings at 15-6 on the season, won back-to-back games, including their last game against Northern Kansas on March the 2nd, 61-53. While for Valley City, 3-17 on the season. They've lost 15 straight games. Their last game was an 18-point loss to the Vikings on February the 27th. That does it for our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote. Started today. Starting lineups, opening tip is next.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At Irie Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact Irie Insurance for guidance you can trust.
Imagine your life in Hillsborough, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsborough, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsborough has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsborough, where small-town living means big opportunities.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 19th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, plus 12 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Request a catalog today. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics. March 19th, the Annual Bull Sale. Visit Facebook Jacobson Red Angus or call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. The sale will be live on TV auction. Thursday, March 19th, 1 p.m.
It's now time to get to our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. That again is crystalsugar.com. The Valley City Highlanders fresh off a state championship on the girls' side on Jamestown on Saturday. They are back in action now on the boys' side. Here's they'll go like this. The senior guard is Mike Madsen, averaging 21 points per game to lead the floor here for Valley City. Finn Doctor, a 6-foot junior guard, averaging 8 points and 2 rebounds. From there, you got Andrew Sikora, the 5'11 junior, averaging 4 points and 3 rebounds. Jack Samuelson, a 6'4 senior forward, averaging 4 points and 4 rebounds. And from there, it's Jack Dieterle, a 6'7 senior forward, averaging 9 points and 9 boards. Again, Madsen, Doctor, Sikora, Samuelson, and Dieterle. Jim McDaniel, the head coach for Valley City, averaging 52 points per game, defensively giving up 66 points per contest for the Highliners. Now it's time to turn our attention to the number 2 seed in the Kindred Vikings. Head coach is Brad Whale with a mark of 15-6 here on this season. Again, no Brooks Bacco in the starting lineup with an injury, so the Vikings will look like this. Gabe Iverson, a 6-foot senior guard, averaging 8 points and 2 rebounds per contest, with Graham Hess, the junior forward, averaging 2 points and 2 rebounds. Jackson Schliemann, a 5'10 sophomore guard, averaging 4 points per contest, with Gabe Whipple, a 6'2 senior, averaging 11 points and 4 boards. And from there, Eli Mack, the 6'1 sophomore forward, averaging 14 points and just about 4 rebounds per contest. Again, for the Kindred Vikings, they'll go like this. Iverson in the starting lineup with Hess, Schliemann, Whipple, and Mack. The Vikings head coach is Brad Whale, averaging 68 points per game, defensively giving up 61 points per contest. Our officiating crew here tonight in this one, Hunter Finkston with Adam Grant and Justin Farkas, our 3-man officiating crew. And that is our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. Chase Miller with you here today inside the Shield Center for our second of 3 quarterfinal round games. Earlier today, if you're just joining us, Wahpeton defeated Northern Cass 52-49 behind Steffens with 20 points, and Gilbertson had 13 as Crockett had 20 plus in the loss for the Jags. Opening tip at 6:11 on a Monday night, and we're underway as we'll reset here. Dieterle caught the basketball in the semicircle and try to tip it back out with him and alongside Whipple, and we're back to business here for a second tip, and this one will be won by the Kindred Vikings. The Vikings in their white attire, Kindred across the front in blue with the checkerboard of blue and white down the side here for the Vikings. Kindred will see this right-hand side to Graham Hess. Man defense by the Highliners. Win, and you move to the semis. Losing your season comes to a close. Shot is off the mark. Rebound going to be won here by the Vikings as they will slip this one out there for Graham Hess. Ball gets swung left and inside to Mack. Mack jumper from the left elbow short. Good box on underneath, and Jack Samuelson will get the board. Valley City will be in the dark blue with Valley City across the front in Columbia blue, outlined in white with the Columbia blue stripe down the side. Dieterle left-handed side with the basketball. Ball fake will give it to Sikora. Sikora back to Matson. Matson will rise from the left wing 3. This one will be off the iron. Rebound here to Iverson. Iverson wants to push in transition for the Kindred Vikings. Iverson will see it right wing 3. That'll go long. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it will be a last touch here by the Kindred Vikings here in Jackson Schliemann. It will be Highliner basketball. So Valley City lost in this very round last season in the regional and quarters to Northern Cass. 2 years ago, able to get to the region third place game, beating Central Cass and beating Thompson in a state qualifier before finishing 5th at state at the Fargo Dome. That's where the state tournament is next Thursday here in Fargo. As they swing it to Samuelson, Samuelson back to Dieterle. Dieterle at the right of the key will slip it now left and inside. Here goes Doctor. Doctor inside, runner from the paint, no. Rebound tipped out, and eventually this one will be won here by Kindred with Schliemann, third board of the game already for Kindred. Schliemann in the front court. We'll see this here. The Vikings girls basketball club with Sam Brandt finishing 4th at the state tournament this past weekend in Jamestown. As there's a crow hop inside the paint off the window. No good by Gabe Whipple. A rebound underneath will be won by Jack Dieterle. They push it up the floor left-handed side as they see it to Sikora. Sikora back up top to Madsen. Mike and Madsen bounce pass right-handed side to Samuelson. Samuelson with a ball fake to Dieterle. Dieterle muscling his way on the inside. Good step drop. Can't get it to go. Rebound is loose and eventually won to Eli Mack. His first of the contest. Ball gets swung right-handed side. Here goes Hess. Hess at the right wing, high post, looking to drive kick. Hess uses up the dribble back to the right-handed side to Whipple. Whipple with this basketball to the baseline now as it ends up with Mack. Eli to the paint, left-handed scoop off the iron, can't get it. Rebound to Mike and Madsen. Someone's going to take the lid off the rim for Valley City and Kindred. Who will it be? Doctor at the right wing will zip this one interior to Dieterle. Dieterle from the right baseline up and in, and it will be Valley City. Highlanders take the opening field goal on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard as they lead it 2-0. Gabe Whipple at the top. We'll see this one right-hand side to Iverson. Iverson going to make his way, and there's going to be a foul. Justin Farkas alongside with Hunter Finkston and Adam Grant. The foul will be assessed on Mike and Madsen, his first, team's first. As for Kindred, they will inbound the basketball as they will. Where will they go with it? They'll slip it on the inside of Iverson. Iverson wide open, finishes for 2. From the left block, good baseline out of bounds play here for the Kindred Vikings as they're on the board. Bounce pass Dieterle after a half-court double open. Other side is slipping in for Andrew Sikora. So Highliners able to break the half-court trap. Easy layup for 2 as the Vikings will bring this one to the front court as they do left and inside to Graham Hess. Hess thought about a three-pointer, leaves it to the baseline. Open is Iverson. He'll launch the 3 off the iron. Rebound here to Jack Samuelson. Samuelson outlet to Mike and Madsen up the near sideline for Valley City. Madsen right wing will see this one. Good hand defensively by Graham Hess to tip it away for a second as they zing this one now to the left wing to Sikora. Sikora will see it bounce past to Dieterle. Dieterle at the right wing looks for Samuelson on the inside over his outstretched hand. Turnover as Iverson will come away with it. Iverson left and inside with it is Schliemann. A block shot by Dieterle. Highliners working with it the other side of the floor as they do to Madsen. Check that. That's what Doctor to the paint off the window. And Finn will head to the free throw line. Well, Jack Dieterle with the rejection that goes immediately to the other side results in free throws here for Valley City, as the foul will be assessed on Eli Mack, his first, and the team's first, and the Highliners settling in here early on into this first quarter of play. Free throw attempt here for Valley City with Finn Doctor, as Doctor to the free throw line, missing the first. Kindred will make a substitution as Carter Gronwald, the 5'10 sophomore forward, will come in for Jackson Schliemann. Second free throw attempt here for Valley City with Finn Doctor, a 57% free throw shooter, trying to go 1 of 2 from the line, give the Highliners a 3-point lead, able to do so. Largest lead here for Valley City early on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Highliners up by 3. Gabe Whipple, top of the key. We'll see this here for Kindred, right-handed side, as this one goes to Graham Hess. Hess will give it back up top to Carter Grunwald, able to reverse it left wing to Mack. Mack with the basketball as Graham Hess will launch the three-pointer short. Rebound comes down to Andrew Sikora. And the Valley City Highliners able to get the stop defensively. Up the floor, left and inside goes Mike and Madsen. Madsen crossover to the paint, hanging, shooting, and scoring. Mike and Madsen with the floater from the baseline, and the Highliners lead it by 5. Kindred looking to get something going offensively here early in this contest. Iverson will see this right-handed side now to Graham Hess. Three-pointer, that goes long. Rebound going to be one here to Iverson, his second. Iverson for the left wing three. That'll go long as well. Rebound here to Samuelson, his third of the contest. For the Valley City Highliners, don't look now, they can make it a 3-possession game with the made field goal. Mike and Madsen will see this one back up top to Sikora. Sikora, a little shot fake, mustering his way inside, and this one will be a traveling violation on the junior forward, Andrew Sikora. It'll be the team's second turnover of the game here for Valley City. Highliners will make a substitution as they do. Coming in will be Xander Thompson, a 6'2 junior averaging 6 points and 3 rebounds here for the Highliners, as Sikora will check out of the contest. But the Highliners on a little 5-0 run here over the last 2 minutes of game action, as Eli Mack at the left wing will see this with the basketball up top. That'll go to Graham Hess, able to reverse it now to Carter Grunwald. Grunwald will give it back up top to Gabe Iverson. Iverson left wing to Graham as they're making their way through, as they'll see it now to Whipple. Whipple, couple of dribbles inside the paint, looking for a back cut, nothing there. Then he traveled with the basketball. He was looking backdoor for Carter Grunwald. Then as he came through inside the paint, just a turnover as he drug the pivot foot. And the Vikings will give it right back here to the Highliners. Well, full court pressure defense here for Kindred. 30 seconds already on the shot clock. Finn Doctor's got to get across the timeline, does with 2 seconds to spare. Right hand side to Samuelson, inside to Dieterle. Dieterle from the right block off the window, and there's a foul. Gabe Whipple with the foul, his first, team's second. We'll see 2 free throws on the way here for Dieterle, a 45% free throw shooter on the season. 2 free throw attempts here for Valley City as Dieterle at the stripe, while Kindred with Iverson with the lone field goal so far here for the Vikings. Free throw is up and in for Dieterle. He's got 3. Substitution in the game, Tyler Gronwald will check in. Also checking in here for Kindred is Jackson Schliemann, as the Highliners lead it by 6. Second free throw attempt on the way is also up and good. Dieterle now with 4, and that's 4 different players have scored for the Highliners as they lead it by 7. Ball makes its way to Whipple, back up top now to Schliemann. Schliemann reverse it left and inside. That'll go to Gronwald. That's Tyler. Inside pass left and it's scooped by Magno. Rebound comes down here to Dieterle. Dieterle on the outlet to Xander Thompson, finds a trailing Madsen. Madsen from the left wing, 2 hard dribbles to the paint, up and in for 2. It's all Highliners early here in the first quarter as they lead it 11-2 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Whipple leaves it right-handed side. They'll see it to Gronwald. Tyler thought about a 3 with Dieterle on the guard, as the Vikings will see this one back up top to Carter Gronwald. Gronwald here at the top. He'll launch a top of the key. 3-pointer long. Rebound to Dieterle. Dieterle gets his 3rd board of the game, nearly a turnover, as Tyler was trying to get a mid on it here for Kindred. Finn Doctor goes between the legs. He's going to drive to the paint. Driving kick. Right-handed side goes Samuelson. Samuelson able to spin, looking for the step through. Samuelson shot is up off the iron. No good. Box out underneath. and Tyler Gronwald will clear the miss. Transition here for the Vikings, and this will be a foul, and they'll call it against Valley City as Whipple will head to the free throw line. A 62% free throw shooter. Foul will be assessed on the Highlanders and Jack Samuelson. Jim McDaniel thought that was going to be a player control foul on Whipple, but they'll call it a blocking foul here on Samuelson. And the Vikings head to the line, and Whipple hits the free throw attempt. So Kindred on the board. It was nearly just over 4 minutes of game action before they got another point here as they're able to get that one up and in. And we get a substitution into the game here for Iverson to check back in. For the Vikings, as checking out here will be Mack. So 1:36 to play here in the opening quarter. It's the Kindred Vikings down by 7. Little full court pressure defense. Carter Gronwald will guard here with Finn Doctor as Kindred will look out to trap. As they do, they give it up top. Dearly right hand side to Madsen. Madsen 2 hard dribbles to the baseline. Jumper is up and in. Mike and Madsen 6 points early here for the Highlanders as they lead it by 9. Schliemann front court leaves it to the baseline as this one goes to Tyler Gronwald. Gronwald will feed this one now as it goes to Whipple. Gabe Whipple, right wing, will give it back up top to Schliemann. Schliemann with a ball fake to Gronwald as they work it around now as it goes left and inside to Tyler. Tyler slips it inside as Whipple lost a turnover. That's the second for Kindred as the Vikings will have to go back and play some defense. With it right-handed side, they'll see this one to Madsen. Madsen to Dieterle. Dieterle high-low game to Samuelson. Good hedge defensively by Kindred, and they get the steal. Vikings will push the other side of the floor with Carter Gronwald. Quickly it goes right-handed side to Whipple. Whipple to the baseline, looking for the reversal, up and in. Gabe Whipple, the 6'2 senior, going against his first field goal of the contest. The Vikings with the last 4 points on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Back within 7 as Compson spins. Compson makes his way inside, drive kick. Madsen right pocket 3, partially deflected, out of bounds on the baseline. It will be last touched here on the deflection of Kindred's own Tyler Gronwald. Good hand defensively by Tyler as Madsen launched the three-pointer. It looked like it was going to go to be a pretty open shot until Tyler was able to clear him out. As we get a substitution into the contest, as Colin Compson, the 6'2 senior, will check in for Samuelson late here in the first quarter. Bounce pass inside is loose, eventually won by Xander. Xander Compson takes it through. It's on the deck. Vikings get a steal. Vikings will go the other side of the floor here with Tyler Gronwald. Gronwald with the step through, left-handed scoop, gets fouled high off the window and count it. Oh, Tyler Gronwald with the Euro step, finishes from the right to left, block off the left hand, high off the window, and he got it to go for 2. Foul assist on Colin Compson, his first and the team's third, and the Vikings now on a little 6-0 run. Graham Hess will check in for Carter Gronwald. Free throw attempt here for Tyler, a 6-foot junior guard. Bend to the knee, flick of the wrist, and this one is off the iron rebound. Comes down to Compson as that's calling to Xander, and now it goes to Madsen. Mike and Madsen front court here for the Highlanders. Highlanders crossing over. Madsen up top to Compson with 5 seconds. Compson inside to Dieterle with 3. Dieterle muscling his way off the window. Got it to go, and that's how we'll end this first quarter of play. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's Valley City 15, Kindred 8 as we head this second.
The World of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com. Order yours today.
And we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
Broadcasting today from the Mitch Middendorf Agency broadcast booth. Solid protection with quality products and someone with answers. That's Mitch Middendorf Agency with Nonek Insurance Company, your local agent with answers. Call 347-4401. That's 44-01. It's the 7th seed of Valley City up over the 2 seed of Kindred, 15-8 here in this second quarter of play as the Vikings will come out man pressure defense and they get the steal. With it is Whipple as he goes up the floor quickly. Whipple trying to save it before it goes out of bounds, but will give the ball right back here to the Highliners. And if you're just joining us, Noel Brooks Baco here, the 6'6 junior guard, out with an injury. So 22 points and 11 rebounds and 5 assists per game on the bench here for the Kindred Vikings as they're trying to get something brewing offensively. Trying to see if defense can lead to offense here as Finn Doctor, right wing, gives this one to Compson. Bounce pass inside inside to Samuelson. Block shot, and then the foul will be assessed as Compson got the loose ball here. That's calling for Valley City. Foul will be assessed here on Iverson. His first, team's first for Valley City, trying to snap a 15-game losing streak coming into this one. Bounce pass right hand side. Samuelson jumper from 10 goes long. Good box out underneath by Eli Mack, his second. Mack up the near sideline to Schliemann. Schliemann, good spin move. Left-handed shot, couldn't finish. Rebound is loose as they give it to Mack, right wing. Here's a three-pointer by Whipple. That goes off the iron. It's loose underneath, and we get a foul. Who's it on? This foul will be assessed on Andrew Sikora, his first and the team's first, as he was trying to box out Schliemann on the interior. As Dieterle will check in after a quick little respite on the bench. As Colin Compson will make his way to the bench here for Valley City. The Highliners up by 7. Left-handed side Whipple will give it back up top as this goes to Iverson to Mack. Mack, the lefty, crossing over, looks for the dribble pullback. Nothing there with Doctor on the guard. Back up top as they work it around the world to Graham Hess, right wing to Iverson. Iverson on this weave. We'll see it to Whipple. Good spin, just can't finish again. A couple of quality looks by Kindred that goes awry. Rebound to Samuelson, his fourth, now to Matson. Mikan goes between the legs. Slip pass inside to Samuelson, off his hand after the deflection by Whipple. Turnover for Valley City, their second of the quarter and their 6th of the contest. All about surviving and advancing day number 1. If you can win today, you know you got through at least Thursday and 2 more games in front of you. You lose and you're done. Kindred left wing, we'll see it to Mack. Back up top to Iverson, able to reverse it now to Hess. Graham will see it back up top as they handle this one off to Whipple. Whipple to Mack on the attack, a right to left cross. It nearly gets kicked by a shin. With it now is Iverson. Iverson floater from the left wing up and in. Iverson, he's got 4, and the Vikings are back within 5. Little full court token press as Matson will see this up the floor. Mike and Matson at the top. We'll see this one to Doctor. Doctor baseline now as it goes in the hands of Samuelson. Samuelson ball fake up top Dieterle. Dieterle will see this one on the weave now to Doctor. Doctor, a couple of dribbles here for the Highliners. Nice little shake and bake move for Finn, and he will make his way to the line. As Doctor got inside the paint, faked that he was going to spin to the baseline, came back inside the paint, and that's where the foul was assessed. Here to Tyler Gronewald, his first and the team's second. 2 free throws here for Doctor, who is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Free throw is going to go long. As the Kindred Vikings will make a substitution here with Hudson Kozowski to check in. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Finn Doctor. As Doctor on the second one got it to go. Doctor 2 of 4 from the line at timeout for Jim McDaniel. We'll break as well on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Highlanders up by 6.
Running a business is tough, but your accounting doesn't have to be. Let Olson Accounting check all the boxes. From taxes, payroll, business services, and professionalized financial guidance, all tailored to fit your requests. Whether you're a small business owner or just need help at tax time, trust Olson Accounting for professional, reliable service every time. Visit colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Timeout on the floor for Jim McDaniel. That'll be the first timeout of the game for either team. Brought to you in part by Bank North. Making Chump feel personal, and with Bank North, it does. Proud to be local, supporting local teams and communities they serve. Visit banknorth.bank to learn more. That's Bank North, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Chase Miller with you courtside inside the Shield Center here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com as the Kindred Vikings will see this with Jackson Schliemann in the front court. Schliemann, couple hard dribbles to the paint. Schliemann leaves it baseline. Here goes a Mac 3 from the left pocket. No, rebound is loose and eventually will get a foul after the board by Andrew Sikora. Foul assessed on the Vikings as this one will go against Hudson Kozowski, the 6'3 sophomore center, will pick up the foul, his first and the team's third here of the quarter. After one quarter of play, it was 15-8 Valley City with the advantage. Another team has shot the lights out here in the second quarter of play. As Sikora will see it right wing. Sikora with it, zips it to Dieterle. Dieterle looking to spin, and he will travel with the basketball. I came down and double teamed, and then Dieterle was just kind of out of nowhere to try to work with a little bit, so a turnover here on the Kindred Vikings. Which team can get going offensively? Valley City got a little run in the first quarter, matched late by a little run for the Kindred Vikings, but now their team has shot the ball extremely well here in this first half. Jumper on the way. Kindred looking to change it. Shot will be off the mark. No good after the attempt by Graham Hess. Rebound to Dieterle. He lost it, though. Turnover as it will go to the Vikings. Kindred will see with Iverson down to Schliemann. Schliemann at the left wing goes between the legs. Hands this one off. Mack will handle it. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Vikings with Hess. Hess looking for a bounce pass. Left-handed side as they give this one to Schliemann. Schliemann with a couple hard dribbles now to Mack. Mack will see it inside the paint. Double team comes. Bounce pass to Iverson. Left baseline triple. He'll rise. The three is long. Rebound is loose, and eventually off of Kozowski's left foot on the baseline. It will be a Valley City with the rock. As Gabe Whipple and Carter Gronwald will check in for the aforementioned Kozowski and Jackson Schliemann. 4:46 to play in the first half on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Valley City leads it by 6. Tied at 2, and since then it's been the Highlanders out in front. Kindred has yet to have a lead in this first half of play. With it goes Dr. Right wing, well now to Matson. Mike in jumper from 10, that goes short. Carter Grunwald will get the loose ball, outlet up the other side of the floor as they give it to Whipple. Whipple will see this drive kick. Schliemann left wing, bounce pass left short corner, jumper by Mack. That's going to be long. A rebound is loose on the interior. Little shot fake on the way for Graham Hess, and then it's a turnover as Sikora will come away with it. Sikora with a 2-on-1. Sikora to the paint, off the window with the right hand and layup and counted. Sikora with the end one as Iverson picks the foul. His second, team's fourth. Iverson didn't commit much in terms of the body, but he was in the restricted circle with a little bit of contact, and Sikora threw it up with the right hand and got it to go. He's got 4. As we'll see a substitution, but it's for the shooter here with Xander Compson as Sikora will head to the free throw line for the Valley City Highlanders. 5'11" junior forward hits the free throw attempt. Sikora's got 5, and there's an old adage in basketball, tough to beat a team 3 times in a season. So that's exactly what the Kindred Vikings are looking to do against these Valley City Highlanders, but it's Valley City right now playing with the lead. As they see this up top to Carter Gronwald, able to reverse it right-handed side. Iverson. Iverson will make his way to the free throw line. Good spin, good jab, and finger roll layup for 2. As Gabe Iverson spun at the high post, took a little bit of real estate. He took all of it, finishes for 2. Vikings back within 7. Finn Doctor, front court here for Valley City, as Doctor will zip this one out to Compson on the interior to Dieterle. Dieterle stepped through, and there's a foul. Dieterle with 6, chance to make it 7 and or 8 at the line. Foul will be on Mack, his second, team's 5th. So we got 2 right now on Iverson and 2 on Mack for head coach Brad Whale and the Kindred Vikings, as Dieterle will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw attempt is up and in. Take a look at Kindred since the inception of the 3-division system and their overall win-loss record. 65 wins to 8 losses, 2 state championship appearances with a state title. They've been awfully good here from the Kindred perspective, but right now they're in a meat grinder here with Valley City as Dieterle goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He's got 8. Highlanders lead it by 9. Right-handed side goes to Whipple. Whipple, 2 hard dribbles to the paint left, and it's scoop shot up and in, and Gabe Whipple starting to heat up a little bit. If him and Mack Iverson can get going offensively, that'll help Kindred throughout the course of this game, but they're down by 7. 3:20 left to play in the first half. Kindred faithful starting to make some noise. Matson at the high post. We'll see this here for the Highlanders. Matson left-handed side to Samuelson. Samuelson at the left wing takes a couple of dribbles, zips it now to Matson. Matson goes between the legs. He'll rise. Top of the key. 3-pointer long. Rebound won by Samuelson. Slip pass to Dieterle. Kick right-handed side. Compson right pocket 3 off the iron and slips out. Rebound comes down to Gabe Whipple. Whipple will see it the other side of the floor. Goes to attack the 10. No. Rebound Mack. Mack on the putback, and there's a foul. Foul assessed here on Valley City, and Xander Compson, his first, team's second. 2 free throws here for Mack, an 85% free throw shooter at the line to shoot 2 here for the Kindred Vikings. Mack hits the first. And Kindred now with their 5th, make that 4th player in the scoring column. Colin Compson will check in for Samuelson. And for the Kindred Vikings, trying to make this a 5-point contest late in the first half of play. Free throw attempt number 2 for Mack is good. So Mack hits both, and we get a timeout here for Bradwell. We'll take a break with them on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's the Valley City Highlanders 21, the Kindred Vikings 16 here from the Shack.
What is that? Is that top insurance?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Toop Insurance.
Maybe Toupee.
Could be Toupee. Yeah, I don't know.
Or Taupe Insurance, maybe?
I don't think so.
Say it right. That's T-O-O-P. That's Taupe.
Oh, it's Taupe.
That's Taupe Insurance in Castleton. Get in touch with Ryan today for a quote or review of your policies.
Time out of the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. Go to banknorth.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. That's Bank North with 2:47 left to play in the first half. It's the Valley City Highlanders up by 5 here in this one. Region 1A quarterfinals. Central Cass and Wahpeton in one semi. We'll figure out who the other 2 are. There's a turnover. Valley City Whipple up the floor to Mack for 2. Eli Mack's got 4, and the Kindred Vikings are back within 3. Matson will see this one. Left and inside to Doctor. Doctor at the left of the key. Back to Matson here. Mikan will see this little zone defense by the Vikings. Ball goes right ahead side to Compson. That's Xander. Make that Colin Compson, and he turns it over. Mack will get it up the floor. Other side. Here goes Iverson with a little stroll for 2. And quickly, points from defense to offense here for the Kindred Vikings as they turn Valley City over now 10 times. The last 2 have resulted in field goals. The Kindred faithful on their feet, down by 1 late in the first half.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Broadcasting today from the Nodek Insurance Mitch Minnendorf Agency broadcast booth here on YourLiveEvent.com. Here's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard up in Region 2A. Carrington giving Grafton a dogfight right now. 37-32 spoilers with 5.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. That's in Mayville. Out in Valley City, Linton HMB up early on the Warbirds of Waimea Litchwood, 22-12 in Valley City. You can listen to the Region 1B tournament with Josh Boyko and watch the Region 2A tournament with with Kevin Kochman and Joel Ansello on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, that is a broadcast booth update inside the Nodek Insurance Mitch Minnendorf Agency broadcast booth in Castleton. Call 347-4401. Valley City Highlanders lead it by 1, but the Kindred Vikings a little bit of a rally right now, turning defense into offense. Mike and Matson bounce pass up top. Kindred will be in this little 2-3 matchup zone. Dieterle right-handed side to Matson. Matson slips it to Dieterle on the inside. Block shot by Whipple. Put back here for Dieterle. No, it's still loose underneath. Dieterle, third time the charm. Yes. So Jack Dieterle now in double digits with 10 points. We got him down for 5 rebounds. The Highlanders lead it by 3. Whipple on the attack to the right block, and there's a foul by Xander Compson. His second, team's third, and 2 free throws here for Gabe Whipple. Whipple 6 points with a rebound so far here tonight for the Vikings. The free throw line to shoot 2, where Kindred is 4 of 5 from the stripe, and Whipple makes the first. Substitutions as Samuelson alongside Zakora will check in for the pair of Compsons of Xander and Colin. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Whipple as the Kindred Vikings trying to make this a 1-point game. Whipple makes the first, misses the second. Rebound to Samuelson, his 6th rebound of the contest. 90 seconds to play here in a first half of the region quarterfinals. Both teams starting to settle in a little bit. Right inside goes Samuelson. Samuelson back to Matson. Mike on top of the key, takes a couple hard dribbles, step throughs this double. Double team came late. This could be a foul on Mack. If it is, it's his third. We'll see the foul on Eli, his third, and we'll get 2 free throws here for Mike and Matson. Matson 6 points on the first quarter at the free throw line, a 66% free throw shooter here for the Valley City Highliners. As Matson to the stripe, free throw attempt is up and in. Now a 7. Substitution in the game for the Kindred Vikings as they will bring in Tyler Grunwald, the 6-foot junior guard. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Matson is also up. He's got 8. Valley City leads it by 4. 75 seconds play here in the first half of play. Ball goes left and inside to Carter Grunwald. Back around the world. It goes to Tyler Grunwald. Right hand inside to Graham Hess. Hess will see it to Whipple. Whipple jumper from the right elbow. Stop, pop, and drop. Gabe Whipple able to get that one to go through the cylinder. He's got 9. Vikings back within 2, under a minute to play here in the half. Bounce pass right inside Sikora. Inside Dieterle. Dieterle inside the paint. Rim, rattle, and roll on it. Just got it over the front iron. Dieterle with the last 4 straight here. Dieterle now with 12. Other side, Hess will see this. Looks for a teammate, finds one to Whipple. Whipple up top, he'll launch the 3! Book it! Gabe Whipple starting to heat up here in the quarter. He's got 8 of his 12 in the second, and the Kindred Vikings are back within 1. Half-court trap, Sikora right wing. Sikora will see it back up top to Doctor. Doctor to Sikora here on the baseline. About a half second to shot clock, game clock. Dieterle going right inside to Sikora. Sikora looking for the reversal. Slip pass inside. Samuelson, Hill Sky with a baby hook. Ball's loose. Samuelson put back from the right wing. No. Rebound is still loose underneath, and a foul here on Valley City. Will be their 4th. Samuelson a couple of grade A looks. Foul will be on Finn Doctor, his first. And for the Kindred Vikings, they can take their first lead of the half with a made field goal here, as Eli Mack will check in. And so come in for Graham Hess. 12.2 left to play in the opening half as the Kindred Vikings with Carter Grunwald in the front court. Grunwald right-handed side will slip this one right wing to Tyler Grunwald. Back up top goes Iverson, left wing to Whipple. He'll rise, left wing 3. Long rebound is loose underneath with 0.2 left to play, and it finally goes in the hands of Carter Grunwald, but right when the iron sounded. After 1 half of play, it's the 7-seed Valley City up by 1 over the 2-seed Vikings as we head to the half. Brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Halftime show here today from the Shack. Chase Miller with you, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual, providing insurance products all of southeastern North Dakota. A local company providing local service to all their policyholders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com. That again is CassCountyMutual.com. Valley City 15 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second. Kindred with 8 points in the first quarter and 18 points in quarter number 2. Highliners with 4 players in the scoring column so far. They're 9 of 11 from the stripe. They have yet to make a three-pointer, 15 rebounds to 10 turnovers. Well, for the Kindred Vikings, they have 4 players in the scoring column. They're 1 of 3 from, they have 1 made three-pointer. That was by Gabe Whipple late in the first half. 5 of 7 from the free throw line here for the Kindred Vikings so far in this first half. 11 rebounds with 4 turnovers. Individually, Valley City led by the 12 points of Jack Dieterle, 12 points and 5 boards. You have 8 points for Mike and Matson, 5 points for Sikora, 2 on the way for Finn Doctor, and 7 rebounds here for Jack Samuelson. For the Kindred Vikings, led by the 12 points of Gabe Whipple. Whipple 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 8 points for Gabe Iverson with a couple of rebounds. Eli Mack with 4 points, 2 of 2 from the stripe. 2 points for Tyler Gronwald. He got 2 rebounds for Graham Hass and a board, as well for Schliemann, and 2 for Carter Gronwald. That makes up the score here at the half, 27-26. When we come back, we'll recap what happened earlier today inside the Shack and keep you apprised of what's going on across the state of North Dakota. Highlanders lead it by 1.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting section, and check out their different paint mixing options from Benjamin Moore, Clark and Kensington, and Royal. From their grills to Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to the Customer Laser Engraving Center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
At the half here on yourliveevent.com, brought to you in part by Tope Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan at Tope Insurance today in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies at 701-347-4045. That's 347-4045 with Tope Insurance here in Castleton. At the half again, 27-26, Highlanders with the advantage over the Kindred Vikings. Earlier today, Wahpeton defeated Northern Cass 52-49. Braden Steffens with 20 points, and Jack Gilbertson added 13 points in the win for Wahpeton. A good back-and-forth game where neither team was up by double digits as the Huskies advance for the third consecutive time to the Region 1 semifinals. They'll have a date with Central Cass. Still to come after this game is done, it's Oak Grove and Lisbon at around 7:30 later tonight. On the top scoreboard, taking a look at Carrington and Grafton. Grafton has started to separate a little bit against the Cardinals with a 50-37 lead up at Mayville State. The winner of that game will have Hillsborough Central Valley or Mayport CG upcoming in the semifinals later tonight. That is, again, later tonight between the Burros and the Patriots. Region 3, a tournament from the Minot State Dome. Turtle Mountain defeats Ned Rhodes in rugby over Stanley, so it'll be Turtle Mountain Rugby in one semi. Beulah over Standing Rock in Region 4A, and Hazen defeats Killdeer, so Beulah-Hazen in the Region 4A semifinals. Region 1B, Kidder County dismantles Oaks, or upsets Oaks, I should say, 50-45. EKM over Sargent County, 51-28. Currently in action, Lytton HMB and Weimar-Lidgewood. It's all Lytton HMB, 36-15 at the half with one game to go with Hankinson and Madonna Pinger Buchanan. Josh Boyko with the call at the Region 1B Boys Basketball Tournament in Valley City. Again, at the half here inside the Shack, it's 27-26. Highlanders led by the 12.6 boards for Dieterle. Kindred led by the 12 points of Gabe Whipple. That does it for our halftime show, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. Second half action is next inside the Shack.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
You need a bear in there.
check out bearshomesolutions.com.
High school basketball here today on your liveevent.com. It's Valley City Highlanders 27, the Kindred Vikings 26. Chase Miller with you here inside the Shack. Thank you so much for tuning into our broadcast as the Valley City Highlanders, we're going to see if they can pull a proverbial upset again. If you're just joining us, like it would be if there's no Mike and Madsen for Valley City or Jack Dieterle for the Kindred Vikings, no Brooks Bacco, someone who averages 22 points, 11 rebounds, has over 1,200 career points for the junior. Not playing. So for Kindred, they've had a couple of games to kind of tinker with the lineup a little bit here, as well with Bacco with the injury, trying to see what they could possibly do. You had a week plus since your last game for March the 2nd. First quarter, Valley City got in rhythm early. Kindred with a good chunk of misses, but in the second half, Kindred turned some defense into offense, turned over the Highlanders a handful of times that resulted in direct field goals and transition layups. So the Vikings will look to do a little bit more of that. While for Valley City, Dieterle again 12 points and 6 rebounds. If Mike and Madsen can heat up, particularly from beyond the arc, Valley City will become a problem as this game continues as it stands right now. Highlanders up by 1. Vikings, we're going to take the lead with the made field goal to open up this second half of play, and then join us for our final game with Oak Grove Lisbon coming up for the nightcap here, the Region 1A Boys Basketball Tournament. Vikings will see this one up top as they handle it. Jackson Schleeman, right wing to Whipple. Whipple knifes his way off the window, off the iron. No, and that was kind of a reminiscent play of the first quarter. They got a good move, just going to find the bottom of the cylinder as they see this one now right-handed side to Sikora. Sikora to Doctor, trying to post up Dieterle on the interior. Face guarding Iverson is on Madsen here as they give it now to Sikora. Sikora inside to Dieterle. Dieterle muscling his way off a Whipple, turns and finishes for 2. Dieterle with 14 points, and the Valley City Highlanders are on the board here in the second half. Kindred at the right wing. We'll see this on the weave to Iverson. Back up top to Graham Hess. Jumper from the free throw line for Hess. No. Rebound is loose to Mike and Madsen. Madsen up the floor as they see this one to Doctor. Doctor will handle this right to the side. Back to Mike and Madsen. Madsen at the right wing goes between the legs, telling everybody to clear out a little bit right now as they give it to Doctor. Doctor at the right wing trying to go one-on-one against his defender, and nearly getting a steal was Graham Hess. Hess read the crossover perfectly on Finn as it will be Highliner basketball. As Doctor will inbound it here, as they do. Up and over on the pass, ball gets deflected up top. Sikora zings it left wing. Samuelson, jumper from 13, yes. Jack Samuelson gets to the scoring column, his first field goal of the contest. And the Highliners with a little 4-0 run to start the second half. Schliemann, spin move on the opposite side. Left-handed block shot by Samuelson on the interior. Now it goes to Mack, left of the key. Three-pointer, that's off the lip of the rim, no. Rebound one on the inside by Mike and Matson. So Matson with his second rebound here of the second half. Highliners will handle this to Finn Doctor. Doctor lost it for a moment, able to regain the possession. Finn takes the screen left-handed side to Samuelson. Samuelson at the weak, he's going to make a runner off the window long. Rebound here to Whipple and a foul for Sikora. His second, team's first, and this second half is very reminiscent of the first half. Valley City got going early. Kindred had to try to climb out of a deficit here. That's exactly what we're seeing in this second half as well. That's where the Kindred Vikings still got time to get something brewing offensively. Gabe Whipple has been the answer with 12 of the Vikings, 26 points so far here coming from Whipple. Then the other Gabe Iverson, he's got 8. Iverson, left baseline, gets walled off to Whipple, back up top to Schliemann, able to reverse it to Hess. Now it goes right wing to Mack. Mack crossing over left to right, gets by Dieterle, but a good help by Samuelson. It's a steal. Other side of the floor goes Finn Doctor, 2-on-2. Little Euro step off the window, off the iron. No rebound, comes down to Schliemann, his second. Schliemann pushing it up the floor, right-handed side to Hess. Hess from the right block, hanging over Samuelson, and finishes for 2. Graham Hess in transition, and the Kindred Vikings are back within 3. Valley City with Finn Doctor. Finn, bounce pass to Sikora. Sikora zips it to Dieterle. Right-handed side, Matson, right wing open, triple, book it! The first three-pointer of the game for the Valley City Highliners comes at the 5:15 mark with a Matson triple. They came out and doubled, and they left someone open, and that was Matson. Other side, Mack looking to answer a three-pointer, in and out, no. Rebound to Mikan. Matson with his fourth board, quickly up the floor to Sikora. Sikora gives it back to Matson. Matson on the baseline, attacks by Schliemann. Bounce pass inside, looking for Dieterle, thrown away by Whipple. Whipple in transition. Vikings got numbers. Whipple across the paint, off to Mack. No rebound, gonna be one, and Mack unable to save it out of bounds, so it'll be last touch by Sikora. 4:46 to play in the third quarter as the Valley City Highliners lead it by 6 points. Kindred with Graham Hess to inbound. As they do, they see this one to Schliemann. Schliemann at the right of the key, crossing over left to right. Drive kick, right-handed side to Mack. Mack on a shot fake, makes his way. Able to slip this one as Schliemann will come away with it. Schliemann up top. Thought about a three, now to Whipple. Whipple will see this one on the drive. Trying to get by Samuelson off the window, good for 2. Whipple in the scoring column here in the third quarter. He's got 14. Good move again there by Gabe Whipple. Double team comes. They give it to Dieterle, who's wide open for 2. They came in and doubled, and no one got back home underneath the rim, and Dieterle with an easy walk-in layup. Dieterle now with 16 points here for Valley City. Right-handed side goes Iverson. Iverson at the right wing to the baseline here, gets walled off. Iverson bounce pass to Schliemann. Schliemann will see this, it's a turnover as Samuelson will get the steal. Dieterle quickly up the floor now to Matson. Matson to the paint, right-handed scoop for 2. Mike Matson, how do you do? He's got 13, the Highliners lead it by 8. Time on the floor for Brad Whale. 3:46 to play here in the third quarter. Valley City leads it by 8 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Bank North, proud to be local, supporting local teams in the communities that they serve at Bank North. Go to banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Now for the Kindred Vikings, down by 8. They were down 7-2, 11-2 before they got things going late in the first quarter, and a very similar start to the second half here, where Valley City out of the chute here on a nice little run. It's 11-4 outscoring Kindred here in this third quarter play. Iverson, left wing three-pointer long. Rebound is loose on the interior and be last touch here off a Kindred hand after you had Dieterle, Whipple, and Graham Hess all trying to climb the ladder for that one. Sikora in the backcourt. Valley City will have to contend with a full court press. This is where Kindred starting to turn Valley City over a little bit in the first half. They got some points out of it. They will get the turnover right on cue. With it goes Campbell up the floor on the steal to Iverson, up and in. Iverson now in double digits and right on cue. Defense to offense, which has been the bread and butter here for the Vikings in this contest. Mike and Madsen will handle this one now as Campbell gets a run. Ball goes left-handed side to Sikora. Sikora on the baseline makes his way to the paint. Step their right-handed scoop reversal. No, rebound loose underneath, and eventually coming away with it, it's going to be Gabe Whipple, his third. Whipple the other side of the floor, right-handed finger roll layup, and this one will be an offensive, check that, defensive foul. So Whipple with the and one, he's got 16. Samuelson will pick up the foul, his second, team second. He was in the restricted arc for Samuelson to convert the and one opportunity for Whipple. So after the break for Brad Whale, a little 4-0 run here for the Valley City Highliners as they now, for the Kindred Vikings as they are back within 4, make it a 5-0 run. Whipple was 17. Kindred back within a possession, under 3 minutes to play here in the third. Winner in the semifinals tomorrow night at 7:30. Doctor, left-handed side, we'll see this one left of the key to Thompson. That's Xander. Back to Finn Doctor. Doctor left pocket three, off the iron, rebound comes down inside to Kyle Campbell. Campbell to Whipple. Someone's going to stop ball. Whipple drive kick. Iverson to tie, left wing three, short. Rebound to Dieterle here, and Dieterle is going to be tied up with Iverson. It will be Highliner basketball. But it does allow Kindred to reset defensively here for the Vikings. We're going to talk it over if there was enough of a possession to make a fresh 35 or keep it at 34, and they'll reset to 35 on the shot clock here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. As fans for the Grovers and the Lisbon Broncos filing on in here this evening. With it, Finn Doctor in the backcourt. Doctor will see this one, couple of dribbles to left wing. Doctor hands this one off to Compson. Compson will see it out of Samuelson. Samuelson, as for a teammate, finds one to Xander. Xander ripping it through, a couple of dribbles left wing, pass inside. This one goes to Dieterle and a foul. Dieterle got his man underneath the hoop, went up for it, and the foul will be assessed on Whipple. That'll be his second, team's first of the half, and free throws here for Dieterle. Dieterle with 16 points, got him down for 7 rebounds here for Dieterle. Free throw attempts, first of 2 here for the senior, is up and in. That was 17. Substitution into the contest. Tyler Gronwald will check in alongside with Mack, as checking out will be Graham Hess and alongside with Kyle Campbell. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Dieterle is short. Rebound comes down to Iverson, his third. Vikings want to push as they do left and inside to Carter Gronwald. And Carter Gronwald nearly threw it away. Good hand defensively by Mike and Madsen. Here's been the story of the game for Kindred. They've gotten back within possession or two. Can they try to go and play with the lead for a little while, as Valley City has pretty much been the team that has played with the lead. Left and inside, three-pointer, that would help, but missed by Tyler Gronwald from the left wing. Good open look. Xander Thompson clears the window as they go up the floor now to the near side. Here goes Doctor. Doctor at the free throw line looking to spin. Bounce pass interior to Dieterle. Dieterle up and in for 2. What a honey of a pass on the bounce by Finn Doctor. And Dieterle now with 7 in the quarter. He's got 19 in the game. Crossing over goes Whipple. Whipple banging on the inside and gets the end one to go. Gabe Whipple with 19. The foul on Jack Samuelson, his third, team's third, with 1:31 to play here in the third quarter. Vikings, when they needed it, Whipple has provided some life offensively here for Kindred. as Hudson Kozlowski will check in for Carter Grunwald. Samuelson will check out as coming into the game here for the Highlanders will be Colin Compson, the 6'2 senior forward. Free throw attempt here for Whipple is swirling on out. Rebound to the aforementioned Colin Compson. So Colin gets the rebound. Here's the Highlanders want to go in transition. Kindred gets back well defensively. Valley City will see this couple of dribbles. Finn Doctor bounce pass to Xander. Xander up and over to Dealer, and this is going to be a foul on the hedge. This will be on Kozlowski here. His second, team second. Not a bad foul considering Dealerly would have made the layup on the continuation, but instead the foul before the shot was attempted. As Valley City with Finn Doctor to inbound. Finn, bounce pass to Jack Dealerly, right-handed scoop. Dealerly with a little V-cut, makes his way to the post, and then to the opposite block. He finishes for 2, he's got 21. Illegal screen then for Hudson Kozlowski as Whipple took it from the right wing. Hudson was never set. Kozlowski with the foul, his third and the team's third. And for Brad White, got 3 for Kozlowski and 3 for Mack as Graham Hess will check into the game for the aforementioned Hudson Kozlowski. For the Valley City Highlanders, they will handle it now with Colin Compson. Compson on the inbound. We'll see this one in the backcourt to Mike and Madsen here. Madsen near sideline to Compson. That's going to be Colin. Leaves it left inside to Xander. Xander with a couple of dribbles on a bounce on the end line as you saw Tyler Grunwald play a little defense turnover here on the Highlanders. It'll be their 13th of the game, their third of the half. For the Vikings, Gabe Whipple in the front court. Whipple at the top, taking the screen, hands it off to Iverson. Iverson will see this, there's a foul. As the foul will be on the floor. Mike and Madsen with the foul. It'll be his second. He kind of tripped up, which eventually led into a domino effect of taking out number 3, Iverson, and number 4, Sakura, after number 2, Mike and Madsen took everybody out. 47 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Ball gets inbounded to Mack, right-handed side. With it now is Graham Hess, back up top to Whipple. Whipple handoff as they see this one. Jumper on the way for Tyler Grunwald. Tickles the twine from the free throw line. Tyler Grunwald able to get 2 points on the board. Vikings back within 4. Compson will leave this one to Compson. That's Colin to Xander inside to Dealerly. Dealerly muscling his way in for 2. Dealerly, have yourself a night. He's got 23 and immediately with an answer here for Valley City. Whipple the other side of the floor, and there's a foul. And this will be bonus free throws upcoming for Whipple and the Kindred Vikings. This will be on Colin Compson, his second, team's 5th. Check that. His third foul here for Colin Compson. 2 free throws here for Whipple. Whipple leads the Vikings with 19. Now make it 20 points. And Whipple at the free throw line is 5 of 6 from the stripe. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Whipple is got another one. So 21 here for Whipple. Kindred back within 4. Highlanders with Mike and Madsen in the front court. Bounce pass right-hand side. This will be a turnover of Valley City. The half-court trap has worked for Kindred as that one gets thrown out of bounds. Turnover here for the Highlanders. See if the Vikings can capitalize. They were down by 7 after 1 quarter, down by 1 at the half. And we'll see what they can do here as they're trying to get the ball in the Whipple on the backcourt. They do. Whipple now with 7 seconds. Taking the screen, Whipple at the left wing. Bounce pass on the inside. Ball gets thrown out of bounds by Compson on the tip. And it will remain Kindred basketball. Kindred with Graham Hess on the inbounds. 3.5, got to get it in. They do left-handed side, taking a couple of dribbles as Tyler Grunwald. Jumper is short, and that's how we'll end our third quarter play. After 3 quarters on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Valley City leads it by 4.
New Solid Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yield and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com, broadcasting from the Mitch Minnendorf Agency broadcast booth in Castleton. Solid protection with quality products and someone with answers. That's Mitch Minnendorf Agency at 347-4401. Valley City up by 4. Final 8 minutes here of regulation. Vikings will see this one up top to Graham Hess. Right wing now to Schliemann. Schliemann will handle it back up top to Iverson. Able to reverse it to Whipple. Whipple will drive the paint to the left block. Whipple gets double teamed. Someone's open. They give it to Mack. Mack on the shot fake. Back to Whipple on the weave now. Whipple back up top to Schliemann. Schliemann top of the key. Back to Whipple with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Whipple dribble enters right wing. Will hand this one off to Iverson. Iverson step through. Runner off the window. Good for 2. Iverson now with 12 points. The Vikings back within 2. As Doctor brings it in the front court. Doctor, wraparound pass to Matson. Mikan, bounce pass left baseline. Samuelson back to Matson. Matson to Samuelson, back to Mikan here. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Matson, crow hop inside. Runner with the answer. Mikan Matson's got 15 points, and the Highlanders with the answer. Back up by 4. Right wing goes Jackson Schliemann. Schliemann will see this one up top as they give it to Whipple as they work it around the world. Left and inside to Graham Hess. Graham Hess, couple of hard dribbles in the paint. Jumper over. Dieterle is short. Good box out on the inside as Valley City here with Finn Doctor will get the rebound as Doctor will bring it up the floor. Highliners will handle it here for Finn. Finn will give it to Sikora. Sikora on the baseline up top to Samuelson. Able to reverse it now to Mike and Matson right at the key. Matson will see this one. Couple of dribbles back to Doctor. Doctor will handle it at the high top as Doctor takes a couple of dribbles, slips it off back to Mikan. Matson up top to Dieterle. Dieterle back to right-hand side. Doctor, he'll rise. The 3 tackles the twine. The second three-pointer of the night for the Highliners, and Valley City leads it by 7. Whipple looking for it on the back cut. Nothing there. Able to skip it to Mack. Left-handed side. Here's a three-pointer short after the attempt by Schliemann. Rebound to Dieterle. Dieterle working on a double-double as they see this one now to Finn Doctor. Doctor will handle this to the baseline to Samuelson. Samuelson able to skip this one right-handed side to Matson. Matson will handle it on the wraparound pass back to Samuelson. Samuelson comes through, and this will be an offensive foul. Samuelson with the forearm here to Iverson. Foul on Jack. That'll be his 4th, the team's first, as the foul will be assessed here as they will have a officials timeout with the nosebleed here for Iverson as they will take a look here at Gabe. 5:48 to play in the 4th quarter. Valley City up by 7.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
As we continue here on YourLiveEvent.com, good news is Iverson is going to come out under his own power as they just got attended to here. So Iverson will check out of the game after the officials' timeout. He'll have to get subbed out for a 5:48 left to play here in the 4th quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Valley City has 3 timeouts remaining, the same for Kindred. Vikings with 0 fouls here in the quarter compared to 1 for Valley City. That's been Valley City with the lead. They took the opening field goal. Kindred then able to get things rolling just a little bit here at 21-16, 21-20 late in the first half, but it's been Valley City that has been out in front. Kindred's been close. They've had that chance to make an 8-0, 10-0 kind of a run and play with the lead. It seems like every time they get close, the Highlanders are going to stop or score. Here's the right pocket. Gronwald 3. Rise up for Carter Gronwald. That's the second 3 here for Kindred, and they're back within 4. Finn Doctor leaves it to Matson. Mikan taking a couple of dribbles here for Valley City. Left and inside to Finn Doctor. Doctor back to Matson here in front of the scores table. Matson takes a couple of dribbles, back to Doctor at the left wing to the baseline. Sikora inside Dieterle. Dieterle rips it through. They came in and hedged out front. No one was back home, and Dieterle scored in every quarter. He's got 25. Kindred will go between the legs on this one to Schliemann. Back to the right of the key to Grunwald. Grunwald makes his way inside. There's a foul and counted on the continuation. Carter Grunwald with the end one, and 5 straight points for Carter here. Foul will be assessed on Andrew Sikora. His third, team second, and Iverson quickly back into the game as Tyler Grunwald will check out. And for Carter Grunwald, a chance to make it a 1-possession game here with a made free throw. As the free throw attempt upcoming here for Carter, who's 6 of 10 from the line here this season. And I'll make him 6 of 11. Loose ball, though, comes down to Mack. Bounce pass here. They're saving it's going to be Schliemann. Back up top is Kendrick and trying to make this a 1-possession game. Grunwald from deep, the 3. It was halfway in and out, no good. Rebound to Dieterle. Outlet, Mike and Matson will see this one up the floor. Back up top to Doctor. Doctor will see this back to Matson here. Kindred's will see a timeout and a timeout here on the way. This will be with Justin Farkas as Dieterle's got a little blood or a little cut on his right-handed side. So I'll have to get subbed out for, they'll give him enough time to get looked at. But then after about 30 to 45 seconds, if he can't come play, they'll have to bring a new player into the game. So Dieterle will take a look at with 4:36 here in the fourth quarter. It's the Valley City Highlanders 52 to 48 with the advantage. If you like this broadcast, simply hit the like button on our YouTube channel. You can also check us out on our Facebook page, Twitter, or simply go to our website, yourliveevent.com, for a complete rundown of high school basketball here in both Minnesota and North Dakota coming up for the next week and change. Mike and Madsen up top. They'll see this one left wing. Sikora to the baseline now will handle it here back to Doctor. Doctor takes a couple of dribbles as he's able to reverse. Doctor inside the paint. Doctor will throw this one up, and there's a foul. Foul assessed here on the Kindred Vikings. This will go on number 3, Gabe Iverson. His third. That'll be the team's first here on Kindred, and 2 free throws for Finn Doctor. Doctor is 2 of 4 from the free throw line here for Valley City. First free throw attempt on the way for Finn is good. Valley City with Mike and Matson, Colin Thompson, McLaughlin, Corbin Powell, Jack Dieterle, and Trey McPartland as seniors, as Dieterle will come back in. Kindred with Gabe Iverson as a senior, with Gabe Whipple as well, and Kyle Campbell here for the 3 seniors for the Kindred Vikings this season. Second one is short rebound. Good box on underneath. Goes to Mack. Up the floor quickly to Schliemann. Schliemann at the left wing. Vikings down by 5. Schliemann at the left of the key. Crossing over on Dieterle to the paint. Schliemann drive kick to Mack. Mack at the left wing. Makes his way. High floater off the window. No. Rebound to Dieterle. And there's your double-double. The Vikings have had looks inside the paint that just haven't dropped here tonight since the opening quarter. Doctor left and inside to Sikora. Sikora with the skip to Mikan. Matson up top to Doctor, able to reverse it left wing. They work it inside. Dieterle turnaround jumper from 10 long. Rebound to Iverson. Good board here for Gabe, his 4th, as Iverson quickly pushing up the floor. Vikings will hand it off now to Grunwald. Carter gives it up top to Mack, able to reverse it. Schliemann, left wing 3, yes, from the Collins range. Jackson Schliemann with his 11th three-pointer of the season. Timeout for Brad Whale. 3:37 to play in the fourth quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Valley City up by 2.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Timeout on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. Go to banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. See what values-based banking can do for you. Inside the Shield Center, 53-51. Highlanders with the advantage here over the Kindred Vikings. late in this contest. We had a whale of a first quarterfinal, 52-49 Wahpeton over Northern Cass, and this one equally as good tonight. As this one is going to be deflected, Socorro will see it here, and we get a reach-in foul on the way. Foul will be assessed on Iverson, his third, the team's second. As Carter Grunwald will get helped out off the floor here for the Kindred Vikings. Looks to be all right as they will inbound it with Socorro right in front of us here on Media Row. Highliners lead it by 2. Mike and Madsen will see this right at the NDSU emblem. Back to Socorro, looking for the high-low game to Dieterle. Socorro, a couple of dribbles now to Madsen right in front of the Highliner bench. Madsen lost it, turnover as it comes down to Mack. Mack will go the other side. Vikings with a chance to tie or take the lead. Whipple on the interior, bounce pass across the paint. It's off a Who, last touch off Iverson, and a turnover here for the Kindred Vikings. So turnover on Kindred. Now will be the Highliners with the basketball, looking to see if they can get some cushion with a made field goal. Mike and Madsen with the pass. That'll go to Doctor. Doctor will see this one here for Valley City. Bounce pass now to Madsen. Madsen goes between the legs as Mikan takes a couple of dribbles and resets back to Doctor. Valley City content taking some clock off as it stands right now at the top of the perimeter. Finn Doctor, couple of dribbles now to Socorro. Socorro with 10. Socorro takes the dribble, bounce pass inside Dieterle. Double team comes. Dieterle rips it through off the window, good for 2. The double team came, but a little late. Dieterle now with 27. Up top goes Schliemann. Schliemann with the answer. Left wing 3 off the iron. Ball is loose, and Madsen will take a tumble after a foul here on the Kindred Vikings with Eli Mack. Mack with the foul, his 4th, and the team's 3rd as both of them went for the ball. Just Madsen had the position by the time Mack came and kind of was like a running back through the A gap in football. He was ahead of steam on a little power play. And that'll be a foul here on Mack. Full court press now for the Vikings as they've looked to trap out of it. Madsen brings in the front court. Now to Finn Doctor, baseline here to Xander Compson. Compson back up top as they give it to Finn. Finn will see it at the high post. Samuelson, little triangle now to Compson. Dieterle posting up on the inside. Help comes late yet again. They front with Whipple. Help wasn't there, and Dieterle finishes for 2. He's got 29. Kindred with Schliemann left it inside to Grunwald. He'll rise, the 3. That'll go long. Rebound won by Mike and Madsen. And Madsen wants to rip the loose ball away. The Highliners will pop this one up the floor to Dieterle. Dieterle with the runner, book it. Madsen with the assist. Dieterle's got 31, and the Highliners up by 8. 1:45 to play here for Valley City, the 7th seed, trying to spring the upset. Whipple on the inside, hanging shot, and there's a foul. Dieterle nearly got his mitts on all of that one for a block, but the foul was assessed with the body before that as Dieterle picks up his 1st, the team's 3rd, and free throws on the way here for Gabe Whipple. Whipple at the line to shoot 2. Free throw attempt is up and in. He's got 22 points to lead the floor for Kindred, his 1st point of the 4th quarter. Free throw attempt on the 2nd, rims out, no good. Rebound on the interior to Samuelson, and the Vikings, now they got to chase the game here. And we get a carrying violation on Mike and Madsen. Turnover, that'll help. As they get a little full court pressure defense, good job by Iverson and Schliemann to get there and immediately provide a trap. As we get a timeout for Jim McDaniel, we'll break as well. 1:31 left to play on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Valley City up by 7.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Timeout here for the Valley City Highliners. They'll have 2 remaining. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North, while the Kindred Vikings will have 2 remaining as well. Both with 3 fouls, so 1 to give before it's the bonus. Valley City led by the 31 of Dieterle, while on the opposite side, Kindred led by the 22 of Gabe Whipple. Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. A reminder still to come, we'll get to our post-game show. Take a look at the final numbers in this one, and as well, get you ready for our final quarter, final round matchup. Going to be closer to probably an 8 o'clock tip tonight between Oak Grove and Lisbon by the time this game wraps up between Valley City and the Kindred Vikings. Here's the scenario. If Kindred loses, they won't play in the championship for the first time since the 3-division system of both a state tournament and alongside a region tournament if they lose here to Valley City. Ball will come up top. Ball will get swung left-handed side now to Whipple. Whipple goes through the screen to Mack. Left wing three-pointer short. Rebound is loose. Coming up with it is Mike and Madsen. He rips it through. The arrow will favor Valley City on the jump. Well, for the Valley City Highlanders, looking for their second semifinal appearance in the last 3 years. They fell in the quarterfinals last year by 9 to Northern Cass, and 2 years ago, able to pick up a victory over Lisbon in this very round. As Doctor will see it in the front court. Here comes the double. Doctor with the pass left-handed side. Compson slip pass on the interior. There's a foul, and 2 free throws for Jack Samuelson. A 60% free throw shooter will head to the stripe to shoot 2. Mack will foul out for the sophomore forward. He will finish with 4 points, couple rebounds, and 2 free throws here today for Mack, who went 2 of 2 from the line. As Tyler Grunwald will check in here for the Kindred Vikings. Samuelson to the free throw line as he'll shoot the first and get the shooter's roll. Hit the iron, hit the backboard, and roll back in. Valley City 60-52. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way. Here for Samuelson is also good. He's got 4. The Highlanders average 52 points per game. They're well north of that right now. Kindred jumper, three-pointer, Whipple off the iron. No, rebound is loose. Mike and Madsen will come away with it. Madsen will see this one in a foul in the backcourt. 63 seconds left to play. Foul here for the Kindred Vikings, and we'll line them up to shoot some free throws here for Valley City. As the Highlanders are 63 seconds away from sending the defending state champ and back-to-back region champ here packing in the quarterfinals. First time that Kindred has played in the Region 1A quarterfinals since the inception of the 3-division system, as Madsen hits the first after they earned the number 1 seed the last 2 years and earned a spot into that semifinal. As Campbell will check in here for Carter Gronwald. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Madsen. 16 points for the senior. Madsen trying to make it 17. And the second one is long. Rebound is loose. Samuelson comes away with it. Gives up top to Dieterle. Dieterle hands it off to Finn Doctor, and time's starting to wind here for the Valley City Highlanders, and they'll take it. Samuelson right baseline. No foul comes. Iverson gets the steal. Quickly outlet up the other side of the floor. They give it to Whipple. Whipple with a finger roll. Layup up and in for 2. Now it's a full court press. Kyle Campbell gets in the game. Compson will see this, and Kyle will pick up the foul. That'll be Kyle Campbell's first, and we'll get 2 free throws here for Valley City with a 40% free throw shooter with Xander Compson. So from a Kindred perspective, if there's someone at the line that you want to shoot, just in terms of percentages, it would be Xander. But you get 2, unlike the old days where you had to make one on a 1-on-1 before the double. Compson misses the first. Now, if you're the Vikings, all about how much can you stretch this game out. They got 2 timeouts remaining, and if you're Valley City, how can you quickly get these last 42 seconds to come off the clock? Second one miss. Rebound comes down to Whipple. Whipple will work the other side of the floor as he does left wing. Whipple with it back up top as they give this one to Tyler Grunwald. 3-pointer long. Rebound loose. Iverson gets fouled, and count it on the continuation. Iverson with 14 points, 5 rebounds. The Highlanders see that 10-point lead trimmed down to a 2-possession game quickly as Andrew Sikora will check in, as Xander Compson will check out with 32.5 seconds left to play the fourth. Kindred say we're not done yet. Iverson to make it a 5-point game. Free throws miss. Rebound to Dieterle. Dieterle rips it through to Samuelson, now to Finn Doctor. They got a foul, they do. Tyler Grunwald will stop the clock, his second, and 2 free throws with 27.3 seconds left to play here for the junior guard in Finn Doctor. Doctor with 6 points in the game. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line in the first, second, and the fourth quarter, so 3 of 6 in the game. 1 free throw to make it a 3-possession contest. Good. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Valley City. Highlanders trying to snap a 15-game losing streak with a win. missed free throw. Rebound comes down to Iverson. Iverson's going to go quickly here for Kindred. Iverson to the paint, right on Matson. Finger roll, layup off the front of the rim. Rebound tapped out right to Sikora on the inside, and a foul. Aaron Jackson-Schleeman, and that might just explain the game from a Kindred perspective. They've had really good looks inside the paint. Just stuff continues to rattle through the cylinder and rattle out. And you'll see 2 free throws here for Andrew Sikora. Sikora, a 66% free throw shooter at the line to shoot 2 here on the way for the Valley City Highliners. Valley City free throw attempt on the way is up and in. Wahpeton and Kindred have played in the last 2 Region 1 championships, so the Vikings winning both of them. With this result, we'll have at least 1 new team in the region championship this year. Free throw attempt on the second. Sikora now with 7. Highliners lead at 65-56. 18 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Whipple, right-handed side. Whipple from the right wing. Rainbow three-pointer off the iron. Rebound to Dieterle. Gives it to Samuelson. Kindred doesn't look like they're going to foul as it stands right now. Highliners bring the ball in the court with Mike and Matson. Matson sees this one. Here in the Valley City, Highliners have sprung the upset. The 7 over the 2 with a victory here today in Fargo. Valley City with the 65-56 win.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As we come back on the postgame show, join us, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities for the Valley City Highlanders. That is Jack Dieterle, able to tally him on up a double-double today with 31 points. Jack, simply put, you took the opening tip. You had to have a reset on the opening tip, but then from there, both teams get an opening field goal. You go on a run to take the lead, play with the lead throughout. What was working for this club tonight, both offensively and defensively, do you think, Jack?
Oh, we've really been practicing, working together as a team and really moving the ball. And I think just our defense really helped us that one because they really didn't do much the first quarter, and that really gave us the jump that we needed.
You know that they were trying to front you a little bit, so you got that ball movement. And if you got by the first wave, it seemed like there wasn't anybody at home. So just talk about the patience that you guys had offensively here in the front court, trying to work it to maybe Mike and Matson or find a way to get it to you, knowing that a double team was going to come inside the block for you a little bit here, Jack.
Yep, we know if we move the ball around, we can get some people. We can get the defense shifted, and then they can get inside. And if they double team, I know I got Mike and Griffin outside. I can knock down a 3 if I need it.
What's this mean to get to the semifinals here this season? I understand there's no Brooks Bacco, but at times, you play with injuries, you play with illness, you play with sickness throughout the year here, Jack. What does it mean to get to the region semifinals this year with this group?
I mean, it means a lot. We haven't had much success during the regular season, but it means a lot to come in and win when you need it.
Final thing, what do you hope to carry forward moving forward here, Jack, tomorrow in the semifinals?
Keep at it.
I like it. Jack, congratulations on the win. We'll see you tomorrow night in the semifinals. Jack Dieterle with us on the postgame show. We're back with more after this.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At Irie Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact Irie Insurance for guidance you can trust.
We'll have a new state champ here in North Dakota in State A boys basketball after the Kindred Vikings fall today to the Valley City Highlanders by a final of 65-56. Our player of the game brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That is enbridge.com for career opportunities here in this one as the Valley City Highlanders pick up the victory 65-56 with Jack Dieterle's double-double. 31 points here in this contest. From there to our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the contest for Valley City. Simply put, they started with the lead and they held on with the lead throughout the entirety of this game. Tied at 2 apiece. Outside of that, Valley City pretty much played with the lead throughout the course of this contest. And every time Kindred got close, the Highlanders answered immediately with a made field goal or with a stop defensively. Brought to you in part by Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. Into our combo of the game, brought to you in part by Popeyes, located in the Petro Shopping Center in Fargo. Our combo player of the game goes to Jack Samuelson with all the rebounds on the inside. He ate them up just like you like to eat the chicken and fries at Popeyes. Jack Samuelson, 4 points and 8 rebounds we had for the senior forward is our Popeyes combo of the game. Valley City in this contest will go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 in the fourth quarter. They would shoot 24 free throws total. They'll make 2, 4, 6, 7 and go 17 of 24 from the free throw line. They had 2 3-pointers in this game. 31 points for Jack Dieterle. You had 4 for Samuelson, 7 for Sikora. And then you had 7 on the way for Finn Doctor and 16 for Mike and Matson. 14 for Gabe Iverson, 4 on the way for Gronwald, 2 for Graham Hess, 3 for Schliemann. Whipple will finish with 24 points and 5 for Carter Gronwald here as the Kindred Vikings go 9 of 13 from the free throw line. They would hit 3 3-pointers in this game for the Kindred Vikings. Again, your final 65-56. And for Kindred, they will graduate these respective seniors one more time with Gabe Iverson, Gabe Whipple, and Kyle Campbell here all graduating for Bradwell, who will finish this season 15-7 now for the Kindred Vikings through 3 years of the 3-division system, 65-9. But we'll have a new region champ and a new state champ this year after the Vikings fell today to the Valley City Highlanders as Valley City picks up the win, now 4-17 on the season, and the 7th seed upsets the 2 seed. That does it for our broadcast of this game. Coming up in about 15 minutes, we'll get to Oak Grove and Lisbon. That's next.